Losing sleep over concerns about your job or finances, that's definitely not good for your health. Next, we talk about the importance of a good night's rest and when sleep goes awry. Wanda Hulit is the director of the Cardiopulmonary Department and the Sleep Center at Ivinson Memorial Hospital. Wanda, I'm so glad you're here with us today. This is a fabulous topic as far as I'm concerned. Why do we need sleep?
Well, if we don't get sleep, we would actually die. Our body needs that rest to recharge. So it's very important that we all consider that as a health concern if we're not getting enough sleep.
What does heart health have to do with sleeping?
Well, when you sleep, your body actually slows down some. Your heart rate should slow down. Your breathing slows down, that kind of thing. And it also gives that heart a little bit of rest. If you're not sleeping, you're always going 100 miles an hour, that heart is never going to get any rest. And so along with enzymes and hormones in your body, they don't actually get a chance to recharge. So then you start to have health issues in several areas.
So if you're having trouble getting enough sleep, what's some of the long-term damage that occurs as a result of this?
Actually, there have been some studies done with rats, and that they kept rats up for, a certain number of days, and they actually died with no sleep. So normally that doesn't help with a human because our bodies kind of give in and you do eventually sleep. But what that can do is make you sick. Your resistance is lower, obviously, if you're not getting good sleep. You're also grumpy, normally, to your coworkers and your family if you're not getting good sleep. There are some things that you can do to help that. A steady routine is one thing that everybody recommends, even if you are on a night shift, say, job where you have to go to work at 11 at night and get up at, leave at 7 in the morning. Even if you develop a routine that you can use 7 days a week, that's better for your body. So that's one thing that people recommend also.
So have a regular routine. What about when you sense you're gonna have some difficulty falling asleep? Can you do anything as a preventative measure to help you have a good night's sleep other than medication?
Certainly. Medication is always an option, but I think most of the physicians and providers try not to do that first. Medication can also interact with other medications, so there's a lot of things we can do before that, and that is called sleep hygiene. It's important to kind of keep track of what type of problems that you're having. So is it always a Sunday night? Is it always a Friday morning that you feel tired, that kind of thing?
So keep a journal maybe?
Yes, so whatever is happening on those days, you may find a way to either eliminate that stressful activity before you go to bed or do something different. It's important to have a routine of relaxation. You shouldn't have alcohol 4 to 6 hours before you go to sleep. It actually does make you sleep better in the beginning, but then there's a rebound effect where it actually is a stimulant and can make you wake up later. Caffeine is another thing that you should watch. I personally don't drink iced tea after probably about 3 o'clock in the afternoon because otherwise I feel kind of jazzed and can't get to sleep. Like as with children, when we do routines before they go to bed, we may give them a bath, brush their teeth, read them a nice book. We're not going to get them outside and play soccer or something like that right before they go to bed. That would get them too jazzed. So a nice relaxing type routine, bath, reading, that kind of thing. TV and electronics is something we shouldn't do right before bedtime. They do have, all those devices have a blue light that does affect your sleep.
That includes the cell phone, right?
Yes, it does. Cell phone, iPad, television, computer, that kind of thing. And it doesn't do anything but get us mainly jazzed up.
So I can't listen to something on YouTube while I'm falling asleep and just leave the pad on all night?
If it was a very relaxing type of music, that would be fine. If you had a sleep timer of some kind that would just turn it off, because sometimes those things, if you leave them on all night long, it will wake you up again.
But you're saying there's something about the signal or the blue light itself too, which is
the blue light off the screens can mess with your melatonin, which is a natural substance in your body that helps you sleep. So there are several different things you can do for routine.
So it's probably a bad idea to go out dancing or go to a stimulating movie and then expect to go to bed right after that.
That's right. You need some downtime to kind of slow your body down and get ready for bed.
So what are some of the things that can go wrong while people are sleeping that can lead to trouble?
While you are sleeping, one of the things that we test at Ivinson in our sleep center is sleep apnea, and that apnea actually just means that you stop breathing during sleep. And that can be from several different things, but one of the things that we do is test if that happens, how long does that happen for, how frequently during the night, and then what happens to the rest of your body, heart rate, oxygen rate, that kind of thing. And we can actually find out if you have a moderate, severe, or mild sleep apnea.
Why is it important to diagnose it? What do you do after you know what it is?
Things can happen in your body related to your heart, as we talked before. Diabetes. There have been articles on Crohn's disease and flare-ups of, the hormones and things in your abdomen that happen with Crohn's disease can be directly related to sleep apnea. So important to look at that and then see what we can do about it. We do have a diagnostic portion of our study, and then a therapeutic portion where we actually can try some interface devices, masks, or nose type coverings that can help with a pressure that goes into your airway that helps with that apnea. So there are some ways to treat that.
So sleep is extremely important in terms
Very
of the
much.
health of every cell in our body then.
Very much.
So what about those folks who say they can get by on 4 or 5 hours of sleep a night?
7 to 8 is the normal, and that's what everybody recommends. Obviously, there's people that are higher than that need more than 7 or 8, and people that, can operate on less. But the normal really is 7 to 8.
And what if you have chronic insomnia, or you just can't get rid of the images in your head? Is that a problem?
What I would suggest, yes. What I would suggest is that those people see a sleep specialist, a sleep physician. We do have, first of all, you could see your primary care physician, be evaluated for a lot of those things. And then we do have a couple of physicians that come up to Ivinson through clinics, and our sleep specialists that could help you.
So any of those problems that we've talked about, you should go probably to your doctor and
Yes,
get them checked out.
definitely. It is a big deal, I guess, is what we need to understand. Not sleeping properly can lead to a lot of different things, and they are huge health issues. So anything we can do to help those, I believe we should do.
Wanda, thank you.
Thank you for having me.